And I'm curious, as we go into this, one of the things that you said was this beautiful quote, and I want to know what this means to you. With the right support, knowledge, and practices, we are all able to turn our difficulties into discoveries and to heal ourselves and the world around us. Eric, what does that mean for you?
I think in its most basic level, it means we all have somewhere positive we can go. There's always, I think, a positive step forward that we can take. Now, how many steps that is going to depend on a variety of different factors. But if we find uh, those things I mentioned, support, right? Knowledge, practices, if we get those things in our lives, it can really transform who we are, and that then our most difficult times can be periods of discovery. They have been for me. The most difficult times in my life have consistently also been the times of the most growth and transformation. And then ideally, coming out of all that is that then we have something to contribute to the world that is really meaningful and helpful.
There's also something about that contribution when you're healing. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people have this idea that they must be healed and perfect and everything be great before they can really start to change things around them.
Yeah.
But I would disagree with that entirely. And I think that one of the really important things is recognizing like where you're at today is probably in front just one step of the person behind you who is like dying to be where you are. Right.
Yeah. 100%. Always. I think if you're 5 days sober, you've got to somebody who's 0 days sober. 5 days is a big deal. In some ways, when you get somebody like me who's 15 years sober, somebody who's brand new might be like, whatever, like that guy, like, he's not even in my zip code. Whereas somebody who's a month sober has a lot to offer. And I think the other thing about recovery in general that has been so meaningful to me is that the core idea of a 12-step program, and I think this applies regardless, it's just the insight, they were the first to bring it to the table, is that one person, one alcoholic, one addict, one trauma survivor talking to another is the magic. And that magic is actually bi-directional. So if I were to go to a meeting tonight and spend some time talking to somebody who had 5 days sober, I would benefit as much as they would. They're helping me in that moment. It's this beautiful reciprocal thing that really happens in these conversations. And so, yeah, I think from the minute we walk through the doors, whatever those doors are, whatever they look like, that we're on our healing journey, we're not only healing ourselves, we are helping the world around us just by being on the journey.